Greetings, everyone. Hello. For those who, hello for everyone. Good morning, and greetings, everyone. What I have behind me right here is a whiteboard, and this morning's topic of conversation is the Karen 12-step recovery program. I'm going to be working directly with Health and Human Services for Medicaid and Medicare and all insurance providers to be able to develop a program for Karens to get well, to no longer be Karens, to no longer cause municipalities excessive amount of funding because of their ignoramus acts and their lack of knowledge and their racism. So here we go. Let's start now. How is everyone this morning? I hope you're all well. I hope you're all safe. I hope you're hydrated, and I hope you're fed. And I say that 100%, always, at all points, all times. Because I can come on here and talk, about the bullshit in this society that goes on. But the real thing is that people are suffering, plenty of people suffering, as we all know. People have been suffering, and at this current place and juncture in history, people are really struggling. Thank you, Donald J. Trump and Project 2025. God is watching you all. Remember that. Okay, so let's for starters here. Let's go. I have my markers, and well, I have to wipe these off. So bear with me one moment, please. Bear with me. Oh, Karens, you really got yourself in some deep shit. Oh, Karen. Well, in the world of Karenicity and duplicity. Let's see. Is this the marker that's going to wipe off? Oh my God. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. This is a permanent marker. It says permanent. Let's see. Oh, I suppose that's permanent. It says permanent. Oh boy, we're not going to be using this now. I had other whiteboard markers, but I left them at the hospital for my brother to start to write. But I do have these other ones, so let's see. Let's see, this one. Oh no, it's too faded. Well, appears that I cannot do that at the moment because I don't have the correct markers. These are all permanento markers. All right, no, I can't do it. All right, so my demonstration is not going to come to fruition at this point in time, but other than that, there's plenty of other topics for me to go over this morning. So the Knicks lost the first game. Close, very close. The fact that there were no watch parties permitted, well, this is what happens when we have a fascist in office. Because for someone who did not ever speak on any context of an elation about basketball, all of a sudden to now be present because you're the president, okay, fine and dandy. But, well, you were greeted with the greetings from the sentiment of the heart for those who feel the way they feel. And that's a very large population. But nonetheless, this is where we are in our society. Thank you, corporate media, with all your BS lies. And for those who well, who supported him, thinking that things are going to get better, obviously, the wool has been pulled from underneath your feet. The wool has been pulled. But other than that, hopefully now the ceasefire will remain in place. Uh, you cannot pass the sun. You can never pass the sun. And the fact that this is continuing to happen is just a total depletion of U.S. tax dollars. U.S. tax dollars. Okay, so now as our gas prices, now they've taken a slight decline, very small, minimal, very minimal, because it's all a game that they're playing. It's all a game that's being played in order for them to continue to make money. Um, People have woken up. Unfortunately, we had to get to this point in our American history. So tell me, how much more are you spending on your household expenses now, everyone? I have receipts because I spoke about how as a young kid I was always responsible for finances, and then being married to my son's father, young kids, I had to account for every nickel and penny and dime. Like if I bought a bottle of nail polish, I had to figure it out into the budget, because this is how, the dominance of the male species against females, and how society is, women are taught that, listen to your husband. Anyway, yeah, the money situation is not good. The money situation is not good for all Americans, all Americans. So now, with election season coming up, elections coming up, hopefully y'all can come to some type of evidentiary conclusion, thought process conclusion, that y'all got hoodwinked. And for each and all of you politicians that are backed by AIPAC, continue with your affiliation with AIPAC. Please do so. Join the AIPAC Country Club. Join the AIPAC Country Club. You do not belong in United States politics. This is not your place. And the fact that so many of y'all are in with AIPAC, Kathy Genocide Hochul, Chuck Genocide Schumer, Eric Genocide Adams, Andrew Genocide Cuomo, each and every one of you, that is now going to be your name added to your slogan. Are you all happy now? Are you happy? Are you all happy and impressed seeing what has gone on to increase your sphere, your political sphere, and your highlighted effects that you want? Are you all happy? Are you happy? Right? 9/11 was a setup. 9/11 was a setup. All right? This is a setup. Every war has been a setup. Do people comprehend this now? Are people putting the pieces together now in our global society? Yesterday, I had a visit by the sheriff, because I had sent an email to my son, and I forgot to complete the rest of it. And because of the strained relationship, I said, your mother is unalived. Your mother is DEA. And I meant to say, well, this is how it is because of how you want to continue to behave. That again is our society. And that's how these kids are today, where you have these assholes on social media. Well, if anyone did anything to you that you didn't like, all you have to do is cut them out of your life. You all can go take yourselves and twirl on a big one, okay? And for any of you young kids, young adult kids who are in this mindset, snap the F out of it. Snap out of it, because this is what these demonic forces want. They want families broken. They want families to be separate, okay? That's what they want. So anyway, getting back to the cops, they came, welfare check. I said, no, here's what happened. I meant to send them the rest of the email, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't include that, whatever. I was distracted with the dogs. Anyway, So the cops were here, right? And I said, yo, you guys, you see those uniforms you're wearing? Yeah. I said, you know they're like 85% polyester and 15% cotton? Yeah. I said, tell me something. How bad do you stink? I didn't say that, but you know. I said, take a piece of plastic. I'm going to work with distributors to have uniforms to be made, clothing to be made. 85% cotton, 85% cotton, Health and Human Services, 85% cotton, 15% poly, not 85% poly, 15% cotton. Take a piece of plastic, burn a sandwich bag, just something very thin of plastic. You smell that smell? That is what is going into the pores of your body. Every time you perspire with that garment on you, your pores are absorbing those toxins. This is why we have the highest cancer rate. We have the highest obesity rate. We have people taking psychotropic medicine because of foods or shit food system. Okay, so when does the bell ring? The bell should have rang about 50 years ago, but because of the lack of consciousness and the fact that people continue to make money and abuse people for their wealth consumption, this is where we are, all right? This is where we are. Polyester belongs lining trash bags only. Polyester plastic belongs in containers for containment of items that are non-flammable. Not on our clothing. Not on our clothing. This government is killing each and every one of us, and they're doing it. They're smiling at us, and they're stabbing us in the back. Hey, assholes! Yeah, go buy. You gotta buy this because this is what you. This is the job you're gonna have. This is what you need to wear. Job requirement. Yada yada yada. Wake up, people. Wake up. Start paying close attention. Start paying close attention. Any of the medicines that you're taking for any of your ailments, start to research the compounds that are in them. Microcrystalline. Look up microcrystalline. Okay? That's a compound in basically every kind of medicine that's taken. Microcrystalline. Look it up. Look it up. Yeah, we live in a Karenized government. We live in a Karenized society. And, well, hopefully, now that people have woken up and now that people are so incensed behind all this madness that's going on around us, people are coming, you know, the cloud is lifted. They're like, oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, remember that, people. Remember that. But other than that, I hope everybody has a wonderful day. A wonderful day. And, be careful out there. Stay safe, stay well, stay hydrated. Always do the right thing by people because we're all being watched. And if you ever think you're going to be cute, like knock on somebody's door with some bullshit pretense of power washing, you better take a walk. And a public service announcement to Dutchess County, to New York State. Start making public service announcements to forewarn people, especially seniors, to not open up their doors, okay? Because this is how these lowlives try to go ahead and rob people or do stuff to people's houses, okay? Start making public service announcements. Protect us, okay? The way you're protecting your livelihood with your lifelong pension, your lifelong insurance, and all the friggin' deals that you have now made, and all the money you have made through your investments. Start protecting us. We are who matter, okay? Unbelievable. Yeah. When, like I said, when you've seen as much corruption as I have, and you see how this BS game is played, yeah, they need to rein things in. They need to rein things in. And if you're here, Wappinger Falls Town Hall, Dutchess County, Sioux Sereno, this little town needs to be investigated, and people who have paid fees for bullshit little these little whatever they want, like you got a permit this, permit that, we're going to get our money back. We are going to get our money back because somebody has been putting stuff in their pocket, not overseeing the budget, with no oversight. Zero oversight, okay? People gotta be freaking kidding me. Anyway, everybody, I'll be back. I'll keep you all posted. Yep. We have a shitbaggery. Spell shitbaggery. SHITBAGGERY. Use it in a sentence. Shitbaggery applies to government bodies who manipulate and extrapolate finances from people. Shitbaggery. Yep. Have a good one. I'll be back. Stay safe and well. And always do the right thing. Because we're all being watched. Remember that, people. We're all being watched. Everything we do. Everything we do. Till next time. Bye.